The death count rising in Kiev, Ukraine. After 3 months of unrest, the former Soviet state erupts into a fire-filled conflict of a magnitude rarely seen since the Cold War's end nearly a quarter century ago. We see anti-government protesters protecting themselves with shields as they clash with riot police in that city's Independence Square. They burn monuments to Kiev's founders and battle riot police with a makeshift catapult. A wounded policeman is carried away. This anti-government protester catches fire. Horrifying, but what's at stake here? Here's the 10,000-foot view. Ukraine, with a population of 45 million people, is the largest and most strategically important of the former Soviet states after Russia. For years, it's been attempting a difficult balancing act, trying to build economic and political ties with the US and Europe while depending on subsidies and fuel supplies from Russia. Vladimir Putin has been determined, according to Wall Street Journal analysis, to keep Ukraine out of what he sees as the Western orbit. In 2008, Putin threatened that if Ukraine joined NATO, he would point nuclear weapons in its direction. And he sent Russian tanks into Georgia to prevent it from allying with the West. What are the protests about? Last November, Ukraine's President Viktor Yanukovych, under pressure from Moscow, suddenly pulled back from a trade pact with the European Union, a deal that included the demand that Yanukovych free his rival, the former Prime Minister Yulia Tymoshenko. Since then, tens of thousands of Ukrainians in regions across the country have seized local administration buildings and set up councils loyal to the opposition in Kiev. The anti-government protesters are demanding Mr. Yanukovych resign and calling for constitutional changes that would weaken presidential power. How did this turn violent? After 3 months of protest and unrest in Independence Square, Mr. Yanukovych directed his forces to clear out the heart of the anti-government movement. The government blames opposition leaders for the recent spate of deaths, and the opposition blames the government. Where does this leave geopolitics? In a highly uncomfortable place, with Mr. Putin's muscular backing of Viktor Yanukovych, the EU is facing a complicated test of its ability to coordinate an effective peace-promoting foreign policy and help bring a stop to images like these. That's the short answer.